No, Devin has a few more with Top Rank.
How many?
I haven't looked at the contract, but at least 3 more with Top Rank.
So say like an ideal situation, he wins on Sunday, goes into the rematch and wins. Is there someone in mind that you guys as a company already want to pair him up with?
Yeah, absolutely. It's Lomachenko.
Yep, you know what time it is, man. This is, of course, your favorite channel, man, CTB. This is Chin Tuck Boxing. I'm your boy, Jay Slay. So what up to him, man?
What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in.
Well, definitely. You know what you tuned into. You tuned into a segment we call here, Chin Check. So we rock you guys' chin with boxing news, boxing info, boxing rumors, and we also put some money in you guys' pocket by giving you the odds of the fight. With that being said, man, we chin checking your day with this type of news, man. We have a debate here on CTB. We actually have a difference of opinion. This happens often, but it's always fun conversation. My boy Mom, we always love talking boxing, and it only refuses to be more competitive with the countries have an audience. So this is gonna be a great conversation. We basically debating on do you think Devin Haney and Kambosos will have a part 2? Do you think Kambosos will get his rematch? I'm gonna let you repeat your case first, man. Why do you think Kambosos will or will not have their rematch?
I think they will not have the rematch. And I give you the reason why. One is Top Rank. Bob Arum does not like to lose money. If they had that fight in Australia, Bob Arum is going to lose money. Or Kambosos is going to take a huge pay cut. Kambosos made $10.2 million on base purse last fight, plus 60% of the pay-per-views, which probably, I think it was only on pay-per-view and over there. So maybe he made another 500,000. So he made probably almost $11 million at 135 pounds to fight Devin Haney. He's not gonna wait nowhere near that money. Bob Arum probably maybe will offer him $2 million to fight in Australia again, which Kambosos is not gonna want to take. So what's gonna happen is Bob Arum is already talking about the Lomachenko and Devin Haney fight, and supposedly Lomo said he would come back to have that fight. He said it yesterday. That's the news that's out right now. If that is true, my opinion is, I'm gonna throw it out here right now. Kambosos would take step aside money for $1 million plus to not fight. Why take $2 million just to get washed again? Well, you can take $1 million, move to the side, let them fight with the promise of maybe you can get another fight with them after that fight. Maybe in the States, maybe not in Australia, but you can get $1 million, then come back and fight the winner of that fight. So I think that he gonna get bought out of his contract as far as the next fight. So Lomachenko and Devin Haney can fight for a huge fight later in the year, probably beginning of next year.
I'm gonna say why I think they will fight again. This is why I think they will fight again. I don't see Lomachenko coming back from a war and fighting Devin Haney right away. I could be wrong about that, but I don't see it happening. The contract, do I think? I don't think, I'm gonna say this, I don't think Kambosos is of the pedigree to take step aside money. I think he knows that this will be his last shot, because let's say if he does take step aside money, and then let's think hypothetically, and Lomachenko loses to Haney, will Haney then give Kambosos a rematch, or will he be looking on to bigger and better pastures with fighting Tank Davis and the Garcias of the world? Because he'll make more money fighting those guys than he would fighting Kambosos, even in America. I don't think nobody in America would really care for that fight after he done beat him so bad the last time. So that fight, Kambosos is pretty much at a I need it now situation. He needs to fight now to make any type of money or be relevant in the division. Because if he doesn't take the fight now, and he waits for the winner of the Lomachenko versus Haney fight, and Lomachenko loses, he's gonna be stuck with the Haney leftovers at that point. When he's gonna fight a top-ranked fighter, he's gonna fight Lomachenko again. Now, I think that'd be his next big fight. But who would be interested in it without any belts being on the line?
Lopez. You got Lopez.
Lopez moved up to 140.
I think Lopez will fight him again at 135. Just to knock his ass out, just to get his revenge and just to get his name back in the talk. I can see them making that fight at top rank and building it up as a rematch to Lopez losing. And like you said, if Lomachenko loses, I think they can make a Lomachenko fight. If Lomachenko wins, I think they'll make that fight. I just don't think the money is there to make the second fight in Australia. Now, if he say, look, if I can make a couple more $1 million, we can fight in state. Which, like you said, I don't think we have interest over here in that fight. So I can't see him going from $12 million. I mean, $11 million. Could be more than that, but I can't see him going from $11 million to $2 million to fight Devin Haney after he made $11 million last fight.
You're looking at it on a one fight basis though. You're not looking at it on. You're not looking at the large scale picture. The large scale picture will be he will take a initial drop in his face value. He already took a hit on his face value now by the way he lost to Haney. So now if he takes step aside money after that, it's kind of the same situation that Joshua was in when Joshua lost to Usyk, where Tyson Fury was offering him step aside money. It was rumors he was going to take it. People was already rumbling saying that AJ was scared of the rematch. He was scared to fight Usyk. He'll lose that credibility. So any credibility he will have with fighting anybody else other than Haney, nobody gonna watch that fight, bro. I don't care if it could be Lomachenko. People would just want to see pretty much two losers to Haney at that point. So how many people actually going to buy that fight when both of these guys?
Is Lomachenko?
Yeah, I agree. He's Lomachenko, but how many
times have Lomachenko lost?
A lot, but how many views he has yet?
How many times have he lost? I'm asking.
Is he even on pay-per-view?
No, I'm asking. How many times have he lost?
Lomachenko?
Yeah.
He lost twice.
You sure? ESPN. He never lost on ESPN.
Hey,
What they say?
they won't be able to. I mean, they won't be able to cover it up unless they fight somewhere in the UK. I think it'd be a UK level fight at that point, in my opinion, because nobody in the States would care about that fight. Really, nobody in the States really, other than a select few people like ESPN, who pushing that narrative, are only ones that really care about Lomachenko at this point. We actually have a show here that we was actually upset. We are both upset at the fact that Lomachenko is still considered number 7 pound for pound in the world after he been beat the way he been beat. So if both of them lose to Haney and Haney remains unified, then I don't see no point in him fighting Lomachenko. Lomachenko wanting that fight. I think Lomachenko should retire at that point. But if Lomachenko's older, he's a little older in the age of it. He's almost on their age. Lomachenko, if he does beat Haney, let's say if he beats Haney, you know what I'm saying, then maybe it's a market for the Loma fight. But I think people would rather see Loma fight Tank. So Tank can step in and be like, you know what, why fight Kambosos in Australia? Well, you can fight me and make more money, Loma. And what Top Rank gonna do? They're gonna turn down the money they can make with the Tank Davis fight over the Kambosos fight. Kambosos is in a position where he's gonna be competing with Tank, because Tank gonna want, if Lomachenko and Devin Haney fight, Tank gonna want the winner of that fight. I'm assuming, and it's nothing Kambosos can say that will sway them to make them want to fight him instead of fighting Tank.
I don't know about that. The only thing I would say about that is I agree with you on the Tank, only because Kambosos is not really with Top Rank. If he was an in-house fighter, I would say that Bob will get all his in-house money and then fight Tank, because that's what all these promotional banners are doing. I ain't gonna just throw it on Bob. They all doing it. They getting the money in-house and then they go get the money outside. But like you said, by Kambosos being with Lou DeBella, and he kind of not really under a promotional banner, I don't see why deal with him and have to deal with Lou DeBella when you could just go to Tank Davis and deal with Mayweather and make probably 2 times the money.
Yeah, double the money at least.
Yeah. So yeah, that would make.
That I'm telling you, Lomachenko beat Devin Haney, bro. That Lomachenko versus Tank Davis fight is huge, bro. That could be, after Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, that would be the biggest fight in boxing, in my opinion. Because they've been pretty much talking shit for like, last 6-7 years now. At least 5 years there, I think. Since Tank Davis first burst on the scene. Not been less than that. It's been about 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, so, I think you're about right. Yeah.
So if Lomachenko go out here and come off a war, he's already going to be a war hero. You know, he sacrificed money to go fight for his country. That's admirable. So they're going to win a lot over they're going to win over a lot of fans. He came over after the war. Didn't have no tune-up fights. He go out and beat Devin Haney and become undisputed. That Tank Davis fight will be huge. Vice versa. If Tank Davis beats Lomachenko, he now beat Lomachenko and beat the guy who beat Lopez and Kambosos. That Tank Davis fight is already huge now, but it'll be, in my opinion, if he beat Loma, they'd be even bigger, in my opinion. Because now he has the casual crowd that Loma brings that's following them. So I'm gonna be honest, man. Kambosos, he has to take that fight now if he don't want to be the odd man out. Similar, like I said, similar to Joshua, because Joshua would have took step aside money with that promise to fight the winner. Who knows if Fury was going to fight him? Fury would have retired after beating Usyk, and now he never got no Fury fight. So he pretty much took step aside money and missed out on the big payday. So I think Kambosos is in a similar situation that Josh was in. You got another rebuttal for that?
I mean, it's definitely gonna be interesting. I'm gonna stick with what I think is gonna happen, but I think it's gonna be interesting. Like you said, it kind of depends on the mindset of Kambosos. Like I said, if he a diva and he go asking for too much money, then he not gonna get that fight. If he realize what his market value is and he's more about I want to get my get back, then he'll make the second fight. So it kind of depends on his mindset. But me personally, Bob Aaron don't want a second fight. He like
what would hurt Kambosos' image more in your opinion? Not taking the rematch and taking step aside money, or taking a second loss to Haney?
You said what is more what?
What would hurt his image more? Taking a second loss to Haney or taking step aside money and not fighting Haney again?
Step aside money and not fighting Haney again. Probably not fighting Haney again. But honestly, I don't know if Kambosos care, man, because he done made it. I mean, honestly, he paid for life. He got $11 million last fight.
Yeah.
He set for life. So he may have that mindset of like, fuck y'all. I mean, I'm sick. I don't give a fuck about what y'all got to say no more. I made my money. I don't have to kiss ass or market myself or try to sell myself to y'all. I sold y'all the hype for Devin Haney made me $11 million in that fight. So, like I said, it got a lot to do with his mindset.
You got anything else you want to add to this convo, man, before we break out of here?
I think we covered it all.
Man, with that being said, man, this is of course your favorite channel, man, CTB. This is Chan Tuck Boxing. I'm your boy Jay Slay. Say peace to him, man.
All right, everybody, remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, comment. Let's keep this channel growing. You know why? Because we love boxing and you love boxing. But most of all, God, peace, and love, and we out of here. Take care.